some thoughts. Very, very quick video. I'm making dinner right now and I'm listening to a Catholic exorcist because it's like the most valuable thing to be listening to me for right now because I'm like, the question of is the Christian presentation of reality the true one or not is the only thing that matters because it's like I genuinely can't do anything with my life until I resolve it. Like, I have to either become a Christian because I have my own personal, like, revelation from God about all the things that, like, my perfect logic mind will never just, like, zoom past because of an emotion. I'm like, you can't make me feel emotions to convince me. I'm like, you're giving me affect drugs. You're giving me affect narcotics. That's the intelligent way to say it. Affect as in AFFECT. You feel me? A higher dimensional being who made me. We're like clay people. And I had this cool thought that just occurred to me. I'm like, yeah, we're like claymation to it. Like we're claymation to God. Because when I say God, I mean like all powerful, perfect, perfect. When I say God, I mean perfect. I don't mean like the higher being. When you guys say higher power, I'm like, that's not what I mean when I say God. And so I was just thinking, I'm listening to this priest and he's talking about stuff, and I'm just like having this weird tension because I'm like, I feel like I'm technically blaspheming with my thoughts and my like rebuttals to what I'm listening, but I'm not trying to. I'm not arguing with it. I'm genuinely like listening to it, being like, okay, okay, and like moments happen where I'm just like, okay, so like what you're saying is that God is in charge of everything, and God allows demons to possess people, and God allows little children to be molested and hurt like beyond that, and that child went through that, and they grow up to be people. They're all fucked up. You allow that for what? This is the one woman was allowed to be that because she would take the place of the demon who used to be an angel, and the place that he held was a very high place, and the woman who was being tortured by him was gonna be able to overcome the torture, and then her level of holiness that she would achieve would allow her to take that like previous like good angel's place. And I'm like, who gives a crap about being holy or like, if I'm good and I'm safe, it's like a 0 and 1 with me. I'm like, do I get into heaven? I'm pretty sure that there's no shitty place in heaven. Heaven just being like a safe place where only good exists, no evil, no danger, no possibility of corruption. And even that is weird. I'm like, why were your angels able to be corrupted? Like, where did the idea of the fucking first moment of like how could a perfect being that was made of light like become bad? Where did that come from if only God was there? How can I don't understand? And then all of my questions, I'm like, I feel guilty because I'm like, well, you're being blasphemous, and I'm because I have all of my like training in Christian background, like, and plus I went to church today because there's a church next to this place where I've been taking like gigs, and it's an Orthodox Christian church, and like the second I walk in there, I'm like feeling all these things, and as I'm experiencing them, like I don't know what's happening. I'm being pulled to look over, like I genuinely like my physical body starts to flow in like an energy current of stuff, and it's like something is getting me to like I just like I can just like go and my body will just like turn around and look at it, something, and I'm like, okay, well it looks like that saint is like trying to say hi, and then I start crying, I'm just weeping, and I'm like, well, my soul feels that it's literally alive and at the surface right now, and that this saint is trying to show me love, and that I'm not like abandoned by him because I'm not able to forgive God for being a piece of fucking shit, for allowing those men to do that to me when I was a kid, and you will never be able to say anything to me to make me forgive God. And I'm so mad that you're suggesting to me that the fucking creator of everything that is good, because I'm like, how can he be good? What the fuck? You know, and so then it's like, okay, if he's not that, then it's the demiurge and it's archons and this whole like Catholic priests doing exorcisms, people floating off of couches because the exorcist is like performing exorcisms to get the demons out. I'm like, then that's just all theater, because it's like the Wizard of Oz is both the evil and the good. Like the most like stable, like consistent, the only description right now that I have that addresses everything is that it's the demiurge. story, the Gnosticism story. And so then it's like they're like, and then I had this like development of like, oh well, so like what's the story? Like the ruler of this world is this demiurge, higher dimensional being who's extremely powerful, has a sense of beauty because was made by like a perfect being of dimensions and dimensions above. You know, we're just clay, bitch. You feel me? Like compared to these beings. Okay? And so then like the demiurge was hidden by Sophia, which is a representative of like this like higher like dimensional, I don't know what the fuck, being above the demiurge's level, right? And Sophia wanted, I don't know what the fuck, the point is like that's like his mom basically. And then Sophia hid the demiurge, which is the god of this world, a higher dimensional divine quote unquote being, in the sense that like it's like a higher dimensional being, so it's divine to you in relation like to it, but it's not perfect. It just seems like wow, but it's like right, it can be wow and still not be like a good thing. And then you arrive at the place where you're like, the natural question is like, what am I supposed to do? Like I'm not the one in power. I'm like I know, and yet I feel like there is like an answer called like yes, you're not in power in the sense of like you have no power in relationship to the demiurge as a claymation being that it made. But there's like a feeling inside of like, yeah, but like there's some kind of like science or like math. Like what I mean is like there's a law. What I mean is that like there's like a nature to things that abides by laws that you can discover no matter what consciousness you are, and it's something you can actually discover once you discover them and you live according to those understandings. You can actually like protect yourself, be safe, and be all right for the entirety of your consciousness, which might be eternal. It's something that I know, and I don't know why, but I fucking know that. And so I had this thought come through that was like, the demiurge was hidden away by Sophia because she was ashamed. And it's like, do you know what happens to kids who have